When we think about leadership, certain qualities typically come to mind: vision, communication, decisiveness, and the ability to inspire others. These are all essential traits, but there's one critical leadership skill that often goes unmentioned, yet it can be the key differentiator between a good leader and a truly great one. That skill is empathy. Yes, empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about leadership. However, it is the cornerstone of effective leadership, and yet it's often overlooked in leadership training and discussions. In this guide, we'll explore why empathy is the #1 leadership skill no one speaks about, how it impacts teams and organizations, and how you can develop this vital skill to become a more effective leader. What is empathy in leadership? Empathy in leadership involves the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to see the world from their perspective, and to understand their emotions, needs, and concerns. It's not just about being nice or agreeable. It's about genuinely caring for your team members and understanding their motivations, struggles, and aspirations. Key aspects of empathy in leadership: active listening, truly hearing what others are saying, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Emotional intelligence, recognizing and understanding your own emotions and those of others, and managing them in a way that fosters healthy relationships. Compassionate action, taking steps to address the needs and concerns of your team members, showing that you value their well-being. Why empathy is the #1 leadership skill. 1. Builds trust and loyalty. Why it matters. Trust is the foundation of any successful team. When leaders show empathy, they demonstrate that they genuinely care about their team members as individuals, not just as workers. This builds trust and loyalty, which are essential for a cohesive and motivated team. Impact. When employees feel understood and valued, they are more likely to go the extra mile, remain loyal to the organization, and contribute positively to the team's success. 2. Enhances communication. Why it matters. Effective communication is not just about transmitting information. It's about ensuring that the message is understood and that the recipient feels heard. Empathy allows leaders to communicate in a way that resonates with their team members, taking into account their emotions and perspectives. Impact. Empathetic leaders can navigate difficult conversations more effectively, diffuse conflicts, and foster a more open and transparent work environment. 3. Improves decision-making. Why it matters. Empathy allows leaders to consider the impact of their decisions on others. By understanding how decisions will affect team members, clients, and stakeholders, empathetic leaders can make more informed and ethical choices. Impact. Decisions made with empathy are more likely to be accepted and supported by the team, leading to smoother implementation and better outcomes. 4. Fosters a positive work environment. Why it matters. A leader's empathy contributes to a positive, inclusive, and supportive workplace culture. When employees feel that their leader understands and cares about them, it reduces stress, increases job satisfaction, and fosters collaboration. Impact. A positive work environment leads to higher morale, increased productivity, and lower turnover rates. 5. Drives innovation and creativity. Why it matters. Empathy allows leaders to create an environment where team members feel safe to express their ideas and take risks. By understanding and valuing diverse perspectives, empathetic leaders encourage creativity and innovation. Impact. Teams led by empathetic leaders are more likely to come up with innovative solutions and are better equipped to adapt to change. How to develop empathy as a leader. Empathy can be cultivated and strengthened, even if it doesn't come naturally to you. Here are some practical steps to develop empathy as a leadership skill. 1. Practice active listening. What it means. Focus fully on the speaker, avoid interrupting, and listen to understand rather than to respond. Ask clarifying questions and reflect back what you've heard to ensure you've understood correctly. 2. Cultivate emotional intelligence. What it means. Work on recognizing your own emotions and those of others. Practice managing your emotions in a way that is constructive and fosters positive interactions. Emotional intelligence can be developed through mindfulness practices, self-reflection, and feedback from others. 3. Engage in perspective taking. What it means. Make a conscious effort to see situations from the perspective of others. Ask yourself how a decision or action might feel if you were in their position. This can help you make more compassionate and inclusive decisions. 4. Show genuine interest in others. What it means. Take the time to get to know your team members on a personal level. Ask about their goals, challenges, and what matters most to them. Showing that you care about them as individuals can strengthen your connection and build trust. 5. Respond with compassion. What it means. When someone shares a concern or a challenge, respond with understanding and a willingness to help. This doesn't mean solving every problem for them, but offering support, resources, or simply a listening ear. 6. Lead by example. What it means. Demonstrate empathy in your actions and interactions. Show that you value empathy by recognizing and rewarding empathetic behavior in your team. In a world where business environments are becoming increasingly complex and fast-paced, the human element of leadership is more important than ever. Empathy, the often overlooked leadership skill, is crucial for building strong teams, fostering a positive work culture, and driving long-term success. By developing and practicing empathy, you not only enhance your effectiveness as a leader, but also create a more supportive, productive, and innovative workplace. Remember, leadership isn't just about achieving goals. It's about guiding people toward those goals in a way that respects, values, and uplifts them. In doing so, you can inspire others to do their best work and contribute meaningfully to the organization's success.